Hello and welcome to the Tarkus Zone. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to be playing Meet Your Maker. And I'm doing this video on one of the bases that I made the other day. It's not the bird cage. The base that I actually want to highlight is this one that you just see. I viewed it recently and it's Oconto Falls, I guess is how Oconto Falls, I guess is what we would call it. And I just put the finishing touches on that just the other day and yesterday. And I had a person go into it today and had 19 kills and gave up. 8 minutes in there. And if I scroll down here, I don't think it comes up again yet because I just turned that baby on. There it is. I turned it on yesterday. And yesterday is, looks like it was yesterday, February 11th. No, it seems like it was this afternoon. So here we are, same place. It had 38 kills, but the person was able to get through it. So let's go to that map right now. And I just want to explain what I was thinking when I created this map. We're just going to watch a little gameplay from the person who tackled it. I'm going to just leave it on this normal speed while I talk. See, what I did is I like the glass blocks because everything kind of blends in and kind of looks distorted. And that's why I like to heavily use them. I like to have my face of the building look the same with all the builds that I make. And here I put these traps in just to get the person to slow down as they enter the devious layer here, and that trap got them. But as you can see, I put the big T on the side of this building for the Tarkus zone. I made the fascia here look like concrete, but as you get inside this place, it's going to be more of those cages, and I do like those cages. And I like to make sure that I put stuff on all the walls. I like to kind of not just leave it whatever the block is. I like to add, I guess, scenery, flavor, I guess is what you want to call it. I am liking those new traps. As you come around this corner, you'll see that eyeball trap that's whizzing around in the center there. What it does is while it's active, it will continue to shoot. But it can be it obviously can be shot from a distance and destroyed. So he disactivated it by shooting it. But I do like it there at that spot because it causes the person to have to think as they move forward in this. This person is being very cautious. They're listening for the traps. And if you get good at this game, you'll know for those bomb traps, the traps that drop bombs. You'll hear them, you'll get used to them, and then you'll know you need to run. And he got killed by one of my cannoneer guys, the guys that have cannons on their arms. In those cannon guys in there, I have augmented to fire faster. So this map, this person's really giving it its all, and I don't know, they're going to try to speed run it, or they forgot about that trap and panicked. I'm not really sure there. But they definitely die 4 times going into this thing. And the other person, when we looked at the other, you can't speed run it, guys. That's why I put those traps the way I put those traps, is to stop speedrunners. So, what I've tried to do is think about 2 death boxes in this thing. This first one, this hallway, is to kill fast runners. If you're going to just try to fast run it, then you're going to get hosed. Now, I bet there's some people that think they can face tank it and fast run it, and they can get through it and do it quick once they get to know where all the traps are. But this guy keeps on forgetting that there's traps at the beginning. So he just died from one like 2 seconds ago. So he's got to slow down, and that's why I put the traps in there, is to slow people down. And that's really it. I mean, I know he's able to destroy the traps that are on the ground, but it's either speed run it and then end up at that little death spot right here and try to get through it. And now he's in the room, the core room. And here is where he's going to end up getting killed, because this room's a nightmare. What I've done here is created my birdhouse again on the upper side. If you see my birdhouse map, I've just recreated the entire map in that second building. So this building not only has the birdcage map that I developed on one end of it, I now developed a speed run track at the beginning of it. So basically I'm really trying to slow people down, and then they're coming into basically the same format as my other map. I just, from memory, recreated it, and that other birdcage map that I have is killing people all day long. I mean, it's just crazy. And maybe some people are thinking you made this impossible, but yeah, I mean, if the game's rewarding me for killing people, and I'm going to get ahead, there you go, buddy, you got this. Oh, you got this, you still got this. No, you don't. But it's lucrative for me to make it as hard as possible. And I obviously have done that. I've made this as hard as possible. And this person is definitely having a difficult time getting through it. So why don't we go out of the this screen here, and why don't I actually go into the building mode and actually go into that outpost, my sinister lair. So it's this one right here. Oconto. Oh, I'm terrible at this stuff. Sorry if I'm butchering the name. It is what it is. It's something falls. So we're going to go in the build mode. And that comes down to a motorcycle accident I had many years ago. I landed on my head. And that's, I have trouble with the reading and coming with some words. So that's a fault of my brain from the injury. All right, so here we are at the beginning of it. And what I did here is I put one of those traps here. Let me just go up here so you can see it and hit F. So this is the modified bomb ejector. Actually, I haven't modified. I didn't give it an augment or a mod. I didn't need that because it's in a location that they're right here. If I had put it up in the ceiling, I would probably have to add that mod so it needs to see people. I only put these here so that people have to stop and slow down and kill them, or they're going to try to speed run it. So they're not really here to kill anybody. It's here to slow them down if they want to kill them themselves, or speed run it. But by forcing them to speed run, they go into these two piston traps. Now I'm going to get the mod next to upgrade these. I don't have the mod that burns people when you touch it. So once I get that mod for these guys are going to be nasty, because right now you need to be crushed by them to die. But there's a mod you can add to them that if you just touch them, they'll kill you. So that's the mod I want to add to those. So I come in here, I've kind of trapped you in with the boxes here, the orange boxes that hurt you. And then this is my new toy. I put it there. I like it. It's the plasma. I think it's the plasma sentinel. It's nice. It's slow. I bet if it gets modded, it'd be faster. I put it there just for putting it there. And then here I put another spike trap to catch people. And as you can see in that last video, I caught somebody. And this is a grappler thing. I actually put this here just to see how it worked. And it didn't look like it actually grappled that guy. I thought it would grapple through this. And I don't know how far its length is, because I thought if I was standing here, I should have tested it myself. But it's clear that it's not grappling from that distance. So I might remove it. I might watch a couple more videos or test it myself and see. I just put it there like yesterday, so I'm not really sure, what it's if it's effective. Here's another trap, and no trap up there. I give him there's a trap down here on the floor too. So there's two traps here. So if you want to destroy this trap, you'll be standing on the trap. And if you want to destroy this, you got a chance of getting spiked by that trap. But then you go into the second version of my birdhouse. And I kind of tried to put the mobs in the same spot as my other dungeon, my other sinister outpost. And I put one of those plasma things on the roof, like a disco ball. Because that's what I was thinking. Disco ball! and put that up there. Then I've got these guys. Oh, it looks like a flight pattern is broken. And it looks like it got broken by the disco ball when I put it up there. See that red? But that's no problem because this mob, that flying mob, is just going to sit there until it gets somebody within sight, which is going to be fine. It doesn't really need a pattern because it's initial AI. It's just AI as a monster will look down and see people down here and attack them. Just giving it a fly path, it's just harder to hit. But being up there behind everything, it's harder to hit up there, so I'm not going to really bother fixing it. So here I put some traps on the floor. These are just to slow people down. And then I've got an extra one of those the bomb traps there. And I've got one here, and I got another spike trap here. And then you go into the second area of the bird cage, which forces you to go up. And then once you get up here, you're exposed. But it looked like in that video, the guy was able to sit back here and not get hit by this trap because the bombs came down. But that's fine. I mean, I killed him enough times. I don't need to kick him while he's down. I don't think I need to adjust anything quite yet with this, because it seems like it's effectively killing people, or at least killed that person or those two people that tackled it. One got through it and the other guy didn't. So I do always feel bad when the person doesn't complete the content. But I gotta give it to the guy that he attempted as many times as they attempted to get into this map. I mean, it's difficult. I wouldn't do it. And that's why I want to say when I conclude my video, I know some people seem to feel that I am not playing half of the game, so I shouldn't be speaking for the game, and that's fair. I mean, that's really fair to say. I'm not tackling this game as a raider. The only perspective I get from the raiders is when I watch their video, and I learn from what they're doing so I can modify my death trap. And I don't buy video games because of the brain damage I have. I don't make a very good Twitch player. So instead of me enjoying my video games at high-paced video games, which I physically can't play because of my mental illness, I play games like this that allow me to be part of the raiders, but bring something different to the game. So that's me. I like building things because I can do it in a fashion where I can actually function and be productive. Whereas if I tried tackling this game as a raider, I would miserably fail. I would miserably fail at it, and I would feel bad about myself because 10 years ago I could do it before the motorcycle accident. So that's really just what I want to say is I am not crapping on raiders when I say that we need raiders and we need builders, and I only want to build and I feel superior for being a builder. I'm not trying to say that I'm a better player than anyone else. I'm just saying that my niche of this game is building things. It's not raiding things because I physically can't do it. So that's it in a nutshell. I hope you enjoyed this video. This has been the Tarkus Zone.